Hi everyone, and I welcome you all to Solver, where everything is about technology. If you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, stay till the end because this one video might change the way you think about AI careers, especially if you have ever wondered, can I be part of this AI world without knowing how to code? Can I build a future in tech while staying grounded to my core beliefs? The answer is yes. Well, today's video is a detailed guide on how to become an AI ethicist in India, starting from class 9 to career. And for the context, I have an ongoing series, AI Careers for Non-Techies, specifically made for people like you. You might have heard the name Edward Snowden, the whistleblower who exposed the global mass surveillance. He didn't do it because he wanted attention. He did it because something inside him said, this is wrong. Now imagine someone like Snowden, but working inside the system to ensure that ethics are followed from day one. That's an AI ethicist. They ask, should we build this AI? Rather than, can we? Their main job is to ensure that AI systems are fair, transparent, free from bias, and maintain user privacy. For this, they work with developers, legal experts, and government to ask the hard questions and create clear safeguards. Now that you know who an AI ethicist is, let's dive into the roadmap to get a clearer picture. You must be wondering, which stream should I choose? The answer is humanities because it includes all the relevant subjects like political science, psychology, philosophy, sociology, and law to build a career in this field. Political science because it shows us how governance and laws work. Psychology because it helps us understand how people think and behave. Sociology because it teaches us about system and inequality. Philosophy because it sharpens our logic and moral reasoning. English because it sharpens our communication skills. And legal studies help us to understand rights, justice, and digital laws. Apart from these subjects, it's also about shaping your mind. Try these. Join debate clubs or group discussions. Learn how to speak, argue, and defend your points logically and in a calm manner. Participate in Model United Nations. Model United Nations or MUN are a simulation of real United Nations conferences. You can conduct them in your school. Here, you'll act as a delegate representing a country and debate on global challenges like AI, surveillance, privacy, and bias. This will help you in building critical thinking, diplomacy, and public speaking skills. Essay competitions. Write on topics like AI bias, privacy. This will help you build your research skills and give you clarity. Present your views in class. Don't be afraid to put forward your opinions thoughtfully in class. This will help you build your communication and leadership skills. Here comes the interesting part. Read these. Weapons of Mass Destruction by Cathy O'Neil. The Age of Surveillance Capitalism by Shoshana Zuboff. Watch The Social Dilemma and The Coded Bias on Netflix. After class 12, these are the two strong academic paths. Law, if you want to work in AI regulation and digital rights space. Then prepare for CLAT for admission into top LNUs like NALSAR and NLSIU. AILAT for admission in NLU Delhi. And also OP Jindal Law School offers a BA in Artificial Intelligence and Law. Liberal arts path, if you want a broader exposure to society, ethics, and public policy. Undertake CUET for admission in Delhi University, Tata Institute of Social Sciences. SAAT or College Entrance Test for admission in Ashoka University and Azim Premji University. Best undergraduate degrees to explore AI ethics are BA Philosophy, teaches us about logics, ethics, and critical thinking. BA LLB educates us about digital rights and legal frameworks. BA Political Science for policy and governance. BA in journalism teaches us about communication and research. BA in psychology teaches us about people, and BA in sociology teaches us about system and society. Consider these colleges: National Law Universities, OP Jindal Global Law School, Delhi University, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, and Ashoka University. During college, your first work experience might involve assisting researchers working on AI and society, writing articles or policy explainers for platforms like Medianama and India AI. Join ethics clubs or college policy days. Attend webinars and summits on responsible AI. This helps you get real exposure and build a strong portfolio. Want to strengthen your profile after undergraduation while preparing for post-graduation? Try these courses. Microsoft's Responsible AI course. Learn ethical principles in real-world AI. Linux Foundations, AI ethics and data science course on edX. Practical decision making in tech. AI ethics and societal challenges by Coursera covers broad ethical frameworks. If you want to deepen your knowledge or work in tech roles, consider MA in Public Policy and LLM in Tech Law. Also consider PG Diploma in Tech Policy. These degrees will help you work in governance, policy research, consulting, and regulation. Consider these top institutions: Delhi University, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, and all the top national law universities and OP Jindal Global Law School. You would be working at think tanks like Viji Center for Legal Policy, government bodies like Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Niti Aayog, and Telecom Regulatory Authority of India or TRAI. You could also be a part of ethics team at companies like Google, Accenture, and Microsoft. You could also be working at platforms like Medianama or India AI involving both content and policy. Now let's discuss salary. An entry-level analyst earns between 5 to 9 LPA. An ethics consultant earns between 10 to 15 LPA. A responsible AI lead earns between 18 to 30 LPA, and a global policy advisor earns between 30 to 50 LPA. There are certain skills that are necessary to become an AI ethicist. These are basic understanding of AI, awareness of concepts like bias and fairness, research and writing skills, legal awareness, communication, and system thinking and clarity. So yeah, this was all from my side. If you found this video helpful, do like and share it with someone who may need it. Also do drop your thoughts in the comment section. Till then, see you in the next video.